Good morning, guys. It's the start of week 7. Sorry, it's early and I have allergies, so my voice is kind of cracky. But I want to make this quick because I have to finish packing and leave to get on the road. But I wanted to give you guys some motivation that I read earlier that I really liked and something that I hope will help move you guys forward this week. And also your assignment in this video. So I'm reading this book called The Slight Edge. I'm not sure if you can see it if you haven't read it. I know I've talked about it a lot. You really should. It's an amazing book and it will just transform your mind. And it's been just an amazing tool in keeping me focused, and just it's become something that I love reading every day and just provides so much for me. So it starts off like saying this: it seems most people live with one foot in the past, saying, if only things had been different, I would be successful, and the other foot in the future, saying, when this or that happens, I will be happy and successful. And they completely ignore the present, which is the only place where life actually happens. They fail to do the actions, the slight edge actions that will get them to where they are. The slight edge is in the simple, mundane tasks that you do every day that over time build up to where you want to go. Time is going to pass regardless. Now, the slight edge is like this, right? This is time. You're either going to curve this direction or this direction. If your actions are aligning with your goals every single day, those little mundane tasks, then you're going to go on this, take the slight edge on the success curve, and over time you will see that compound. You won't see it right away. Sorry, my eye itches. Allergies. But over time you'll see that, and you just have to have faith in the process and know that what you're doing is going to work. But if your actions aren't aligning with that, and every single day the actions that you're doing are going to take you down, and you may not notice it because you think, well, what's one day of a missed workout, unless you're injured. I know Miss Catherine can't work out. She's kind of bummed about that. Hopefully soon. I think you got one more week maybe. But just when you are able to, or if you think maybe, what's one extra cheap meal gonna do, or what's having a little extra sugar in this, or what's not cutting out sugar in my diet gonna do? Every day that's gonna take you down, because it's so easy to do those little tasks, but it's just as easy not to do. As far as, here's another one, like maybe you're thinking, well, I really don't want to meal prep. What's one day? Why do I have to take one day that, a good 4 hours out of that day? I'd rather just lay down. I don't want to meal prep, I'll be fine. But then the rest of the week, things come up and maybe you don't get a chance, and then you end up eating like crap and you don't see results, and then you feel kind of disappointed. Taking that one day out of your 7 that you have, and it's not even the whole day, it's like a few hours. It takes me probably, I wake up in the morning and I plan my menu. It takes me about 45 minutes to do that. I go on Pinterest and I look to see if I can find any new recipes, and then I usually have my stable recipes that I have every day because I do stick to the kind of the same thing. So it takes me like 45 minutes. There you go. You have a whole menu, Maybe you're just getting started. It might take you a little bit longer, and give yourself an hour or maybe an hour and a half. What is that out of a week? You've got, the time is going to pass anyway. It's how you use your time. And then it takes me from there like maybe another half hour to write my grocery list, because I write out the ingredients that I need and then I combine that and see about how much I would need to buy. And then you can relax for a little bit, maybe go enjoy time with your family, enjoy the Sunday, go to church, that's what I do. And then I have time. And then later on after church, we go shopping. And then I put the stuff in the fridge for a bit, we make lunch. We kind of maybe watch a movie, we relax or something. And then I go, and around dinner time, or about an hour before dinner, I just start getting everything ready. And it takes me like about maybe 2 to 3 hours to prep everything for the week, if that. You just cook in bulk, and you get it ready and make sure you have the Tupperware. And what's one Sunday evening compared to your whole week and setting yourself up for success? Because trust me, it will free up so much time. You think it's going to take time up, but it's going to free up so much time throughout your week, because it will make your meals so much faster. And that's one example of one little mundane task that you can do that will take you to the slight edge. And like I said, it's so easy to do, but it's also so easy not to do. And if you reason with yourself not to do it one day, the chances are that you're going to reason yourself to continue not to do it. And you have to develop that habit. You have to feed it to go up. You have to tell yourself that even though you don't want to, you're going to do it, because a successful person does the things that he needs to do, whether he feels like it or not. Because I'm going to tell you that more often than not, you're not going to feel like doing something. I can't tell you how many times I just want to lay down, or I don't feel like doing something, but you have to do it because it's not going to get done. And if I don't do it, if I give into that, then the only place that I end up is exactly where I am, and I feel a little guilty, and I can't enjoy my relaxation time because I'm like, all these things that I know needed to be done didn't get done, and I procrastinated. So that's just one tip that I learned today that I really thought I wanted to share with you. The slight edge really does work. It really does. And it's in those little tasks. I do a 10-minute workout. Actually, I have my PIO, which is 20, and then I do a 10-minute workout separate that's just like really fast. 5 burpees. I do about 20 scissor I'm not sure the name, but I think it's scissors where you go, it's crunches and crisscross. And then I do about 20 squats, and it takes me about 10 minutes, if that. It's real fast, and I get all over results. I also like to do a half a minute plank. Sometimes I do a minute. But it's just those slight edge decisions. It takes me 10 minutes out of my day to do that. And I'm getting an all-over workout. And it's quick. I have a lot to do, but I still get that in because it's important. It's for me, and it makes me feel good. But if I don't do it, I can see the effect. I read personal development every day. It has become my lifeline to improve my mentality. I read my devotional every day, and I work out every day. Those are my 3 slight edge decisions to better my outlook on life and my soul and my mind and my body. And I make the decision to get up a half hour or an hour before I go to work or before my kids wake up every day to do that. And it's that slight edge decision because no one notices that. No one notices that I'm doing that. But it's that mundane decision that every day I do it, and over time people see the difference, because over time they see that the way I'm reacting to them is different. The way I'm reacting to life is different. My outlook on life is different. And that shows, and that creates a ripple effect in other people's lives. And it's something that's so easy not to do because I can easily hit the snooze button. I tell you, I've done that many times. But on the days that I do that, my day doesn't start off as good. And you don't have to get up early and do that. That's just the way I do it because I have high anxiety, and when I don't start my day off right away because I work early in the morning 5 days a week, it is my day doesn't go very good. So that's just the way that I do it. But you don't have to designate like a whole 20 minutes to just read this or do nothing else. Like, you can find audios on Google. I have a podcast app. Yeah, I said that right. I'm sorry, that sounded weird. Podcast app that I downloaded, and I find a lot of on any subject that you can think of, anything that you would like to overcome or get better at. I download those. I'm always searching through those, and I listen to them while I'm doing my laundry, my dishes, while I'm scheduling my meal planners. I have it playing in my headphones or in the background. You can, while I'm driving to work. It doesn't have to take up time. You can multitask, and your subconscious will absorb that. Even if you may not think you're paying attention, your subconscious brain absorbs 100% of what it hears. Even though your brain forgets everything, your subconscious remembers everything. It's like an elephant. It doesn't forget. And that's why it's so important to feed what it hears with positive information and positive environment. So I hope that helps. For this week, I really want you guys to set a new goal. What is it that you have, that you know you should be giving up, but you haven't been? Maybe it's sugar, or 10 minutes a day to do a workout, or 10 minutes a day to or an hour a day to do your meal plan. Like, what is it that you have been struggling with that you know you need to give up? Maybe it's that half hour of TV time to do a workout. What is it that you can set a goal to get better at this week? And I want you to list one slight edge task that you're going to incorporate into your week. That one mundane task that no one will really notice whether you do or don't do, but that if you do it every day over time, it will get you closer to whatever it is you're trying to work towards. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I will try to check in as often as I can, but I'm going to be out of town, and where I'm going does not have Wi-Fi, so I will be on my phone. My computer, probably the internet access will not work. I'm taking it with me just so I can get files and be able to maybe, like, I'll have to type it and just look at, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'll be working mostly from my phone, and hopefully I'm going to run a lot of data. So, all right, I will talk to you guys later. Have a great week.